Module 1 is Foundations of Purpose. What purpose is, what it is not, and why achievement does not automatically produce fulfillment. Welcome to Module 1 of this course, Foundations of Purpose. In this opening module, we begin by building the bedrock of intentional living. Everything we will discuss in later modules depends on the clarity we establish here today. Let us begin with the objective of this module. By the end of this module, you will be able to clearly define what life's purpose means and understand why it is essential for meaningful living. You will learn how to distinguish between purpose, career, passion, money, and talent. You will understand why many successful people still feel empty or directionless. You will begin to recognize early experiences and patterns that may reveal your personal direction. And finally, you will begin developing the mindset and reflective awareness required to discover your own life's purpose. Now, this module establishes the intellectual and psychological foundation for the entire course. Before anyone can discover or live their purpose, they must first understand what purpose truly means and how it operates in real life. Without this understanding, many people confuse purpose with temporary goals, career success, or emotional excitement. Let us now ask an important question. What exactly is life's purpose? The term life's purpose is commonly used in personal development discussions, leadership conversations, and motivational literature. However, many people use the phrase without fully understanding what it truly means. Life's purpose can be defined as a deeply rooted direction of meaningful contribution that aligns your strengths, values, and life experiences towards creating impact. There are several important ideas embedded in this definition. First, purpose is a direction. It is not a single achievement, event, or moment of discovery. Instead, it is a consistent orientation that guides your decisions, behaviors, and priorities across many years of life. Second, purpose involves contribution. A purpose-driven life does not exist only for personal benefit. It produces value for others. This value may come through knowledge, leadership, creativity, service, innovation, or mentorship. Third, purpose involves alignment. When individuals operate in alignment with their values and strengths, they experience a sense of coherence and meaning that goes far beyond temporary satisfaction. Purpose functions much like a compass. A compass does not determine every step in your journey, but it consistently points in the correct direction. In the same way, purpose does not dictate every decision in your life. Instead, it provides guidance that helps you evaluate opportunities, commitments, and goals. When individuals live without purpose, their decisions often become reactive rather than intentional. They respond to circumstances, trends, or expectations from others instead of following a clear internal direction. Now, let us address a very common misconception. Purpose is not just a career. Many people believe their purpose is simply their job or profession, but this is not entirely correct. A career refers to the professional path you pursue to earn a living. Purpose, however, is the deeper reason behind your contribution to the world. For example, imagine someone whose purpose is to empower others. Early in their career, they might work as a teacher. Later in life, they might become a corporate leader who mentors employees. Eventually, they may write books, create educational programs, or lead community initiatives. Even though their roles change, the underlying direction remains remarkably consistent. Now, when people equate purpose with career alone, they often experience confusion whenever their job changes. A promotion, industry shift, or career transition can suddenly make them feel lost. However, individuals who understand their deeper purpose remain grounded even when circumstances change. Their purpose guides them through different seasons of life. Now, let us discuss another misunderstanding. Purpose is not the same as passion. Many people believe purpose simply means doing what you love, but passion refers to emotional excitement or enthusiasm about an activity. While passion can be powerful, it is not always stable. Emotions fluctuate depending on circumstances, mood, and environment. Something that feels exciting today may feel exhausting tomorrow. Purpose, however, requires sustained commitment. Purpose continues even when the work becomes difficult, repetitive, or inconvenient. For example, a teacher whose purpose is to educate and empower young minds may feel passionate about teaching on some days, but even on difficult days, they remain committed to their mission. Passion can introduce you to your interests, but purpose determines your long-term direction. Passion alone cannot sustain a meaningful life. Purpose must also include dedication, resilience, and a commitment to serving something greater than temporary excitement. Now, let us consider another misconception. Purpose is not money. Money plays an important role in modern life. It provides resources, security, comfort, and opportunities. However, financial success alone does not create meaning. Many individuals pursue wealth believing it will eventually provide happiness and fulfillment. But real-world examples consistently show that money does not guarantee a sense of purpose. Many highly paid professionals eventually discover that financial success does not resolve deeper questions about meaning, direction, and impact. Money amplifies what already exists in your life, but it does not create purpose. Individuals who focus only on income often experience short-term satisfaction but long-term dissatisfaction. By contrast, individuals who focus on contribution and meaningful value creation often discover that financial success naturally follows. Let us now discuss talent. Talent refers to natural ability in a specific activity or skill. Some people have talent for music, communication, leadership, analysis, sports, or creativity. However, talent alone does not determine purpose. You may be talented at something you do not truly care about. Likewise, you may care deeply about something for which you initially lack skill but develop competence over time. Purpose exists where three important factors intersect: what you are naturally good at, what deeply matters to you, and what benefits others. When these three elements overlap, individuals begin to experience a strong sense of alignment. Without this intersection, talent may produce success, but not fulfillment. Now, let us explore an important question. Why do many people feel lost despite achieving success? Modern society places enormous emphasis on visible success. Achievements such as promotions, wealth, recognition, and awards are widely celebrated. Yet, many successful individuals quietly experience dissatisfaction. There are several reasons why this happens. The first is what we can call the comparison trap. In the digital era, people constantly compare their lives with others. Social media often presents idealized images of success. These images create unrealistic expectations. When individuals measure themselves against others rather than focusing on their own values and direction, they gradually lose connection with their authentic path. Purpose cannot be discovered through comparison. It emerges through introspection and self-awareness. Another reason is the external validation trap. Many people rely heavily on approval from others to determine their direction. They pursue goals that attract praise, recognition, or admiration, rather than goals that align with their true values. When motivation depends entirely on external approval, direction constantly changes. People begin to chase applause instead of alignment. Purpose requires internal validation. The work must matter to you even if it is not publicly recognized. Another challenge many people face is identity confusion. Some individuals define themselves entirely by their professional titles. For example, I am a banker, I am an athlete, I am an entrepreneur. While these roles are meaningful, they should not define identity completely. Roles change throughout life. Purpose provides a deeper anchor that remains stable even when professional circumstances evolve. Now, let us explore the psychology of meaning and fulfillment. Researchers studying human motivation have identified three major psychological drivers that contribute to long-term fulfillment. The first is autonomy. Autonomy refers to the sense that you are choosing your direction intentionally. When people feel forced into roles that conflict with their values, they experience dissatisfaction. Purpose-driven individuals feel that they are directing their lives rather than simply reacting to circumstances. Purpose-driven motivation plays a key role. When people feel their contribution matters to what they believe in, they are naturally more inclined to pursue goals and behave that align with their values. Purpose provides a reason to pursue mastery because it connects skill development to meaningful contribution. The third driver is contribution. Contribution refers to the ability to positively impact others. People experience deeper fulfillment when they know their efforts benefit someone else. A sense of contribution transforms ordinary work into service meaning. Purpose integrates autonomy, mastery, and contribution into a single framework for meaningful living. Now, let us address one more misconception.
Many people believe that discovering purpose will involve a dramatic moment of sudden clarity. But in reality, purpose rarely appears as a single revelation. Instead, purpose unfolds gradually through patterns. These patterns may include activities that consistently energize you, problems that repeatedly capture your attention, strengths that others frequently recognize in you, and experiences that create deep fulfillment. Over time, these signals form a clear direction. For example, someone who consistently enjoys helping others solve problems may eventually pursue careers in education, mentoring, consulting, leadership, or counseling. The outward form may change, but the inner direction remains remarkably consistent. Now let us move into reflection. Reflection exercise, fulfillment memories. To begin exploring your purpose, reflect on moments in your life when you felt deeply fulfilled. Ask yourself the following questions carefully. When have you felt most alive and engaged? What were you doing at the time? Who benefited from your actions? What strengths or abilities were you using? Write your answers honestly and without filtering. These experiences often contain valuable clues about your natural direction. Now let us continue with another reflection exercise. Reflection exercise beyond performance. Answer the following questions thoughtfully. If money were guaranteed for the rest of your life, how would you choose to spend your time? If no one ever applauded your work publicly, what activities would still feel meaningful? What social issues or problems consistently disturb or concern you? Your answers may reveal important insights about what truly matters to you. Let us now summarize this module. In this module, you established a foundational understanding of life's purpose. You learned that purpose is not simply a career, financial goal, passion, or talent. Instead, it is a deeper direction of meaningful contribution that aligns your strengths, values, and experiences. You explored why external success does not always produce fulfillment. You examined psychological drivers such as autonomy, mastery, and contribution. And finally, you began reflecting on your own life experiences to identify patterns that may reveal your personal direction.